Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. This is part 24, and before we move anywhere, we're going to, well, shop. We're doing some shopping, again. This seems to happen a lot in this playthrough, but you know what? I need, apparently, lots of super repels, because where we're going, there's going to be lots of opportunities for wild Pokemon to strike, and I just plain don't want that to happen. So that's what the repels are for. Alright, so we're moving on to Route 40. And this is going to be the very first water route of the game. Or playthrough, I should say. Both. I think I mentioned this in part 22. Yeah, okay, I'm just screwing up here. That I just plain don't like water routes. And this is the reason why. I mean, the routes are gigantic. There's every step you take has the chance to have a wild Pokemon battle. And the trainers are kind of annoying. They don't really have, like, much money in a way because they're swimmers and they can't really keep money anywhere. And the Pokemon usually are kind of decent leveled, but then again, like, it's not the fact that they're just decent leveled, but there's a ton of them. I just plain don't care for water routes. I think they're worse than caves, to be honest. Because you can't dig either. But you can fly away, I believe. Anyway, that's it for Swimmer Simon, and a level up for Eevee. Thank God. Finally. Alright. So, over here, lady. Come on. Turn around. Wait. No. Okay. Yeah, the placement of the sprites is kind of weird. It looks like you're further ahead or to the side than you actually are, but you're not. And it gets weird. Alright, so this girl has a Staryu. I believe we've seen one of these before. So with that being said, let's get to a shout-out. Jot the Jolteon1 says, my favorite Pokemon memory is when I went to a store and bought a Pokemon toy, but had to get my picture taken. I lost the toy in the confusion, only to see another kid with the same toy I had bought. I guess I was really pissed off, because I ran off screaming at the kid, give me my toy back! Not only did I get it back, but I found the original. I got yelled at, but it'll be in my mind forever. Alrighty then, so free item. I totally missed what it was, but it was an item. Anyway, I believe actually that Staryu was actually trying to do a move called Camouflage. I had not heard of this move before this Staryu tried to do it. Now I looked it up, and this Staryu is just plain stupid for doing so, because Camouflage basically gives you a different type depending on what kind of battle place you're at. See, like how we're on the water, if you use Camouflage, it would make you water type. Staryu is already water type, so that's kind of a problem. And speaking of problems, this Shelter is giving Eevee lots and lots of... 5 times in a row! Alright, Eevee, it's time to put this one away. Friggin' withdraw. I think if I hit him again, it should... Oh, crap. No! Come on. No! Well, that always sucks when that happens. For God's sake! Why does this Shelter get 5 friggin' Icicle Spears in a row? I don't much care. And, you know, withdraw and all that. Oh, this is good. Super effective. And Are you kidding? Why is it hitting all 5 times? Isn't there a held item that makes, you know, attacks like that hit all 5 times? I'm pretty sure there is one. I'm not certain, though, if these Shelters actually had it held. First Wartortle of the playthrough. Wartortle is so cool looking. Not because of the fact that it's, well, a bigger and somewhat fatter version of Squirtle, which is also an awesome Pokemon, but because it has awesome wings for ears and a wave-like tail. Look at it. It looks like a wave of water and it's a tail, and it's so cool looking. I think Wartortle is one of those Pokemon that definitely looks better than what it evolves into. I mean, Blastoise is cool, but Wartortle has got like he's got a certain niche to it. Anyway, back to the Pokemon Center to heal up poor Eevee. Eevee, I'm sorry, I failed you. I should have been a better trainer. That was my fault. But anyway, we are going to make sure that we get even more Super Repels, because we don't want anything of the sort to happen ever again, and plenty of Super Potions too. So I can, and regular potions, more of them. So I can stop being a cheapo. Alright, so here we go, down again to the next trainer. Fancy time skips and their time skippery. There was one other thing I was going to... Oh, yeah. Another example, I think, of a Pokemon that looks better than what it evolves into is definitely Dragonair. I love how Dragonair looks. It looks so epic. Anyway, Midway Fire says, my favorite Pokemon moment has got to be when I was about 7 playing the original Red version. I had Charmander and accidentally replaced Ember with Flash. I was so upset I started crying and ran to my mom yelling, Mom, help me! I deleted Ember! Ah, those were the days. Haha. You know, that reminds me of the time. Well, seriously though, I remember when I was littler and I had, you know, the original Super Mario Bros. For the NES. What the crap is this? Why is it 5 times in a row? This is killing me. Freaking Icicle Spear. The hacks. Yeah, you better feel dizzy, you friggin' hacker. Anyway, I would actually ask my mom for help in the castles, because I could not get past Bowser. It was like, I can't get past, especially like past level, past World 5, when he would start throwing hammers out of his head. Yeah, that was when it got really insane. Oh my god, that was good times. I remember my mom used to call it the B button boogie. When you hold B and you run. Yeah, that's what she called it. Nostalgia. Anyway, God, tons of shelters, tons of stuff we've already seen before. Speaking of things we've seen before, here's something that I actually have not done in a while. I'm going to redo reading the information because, well, I haven't gotten to it. God's sake. I haven't gotten to it in a very long time, and, well, I have to be the information guy, as Brian still likes to make fun of me for. Damn you, Brian. Anyway, the game's reception has been highly positive, having an aggregated score of 87 on Metacritic. The titles are among the top 20 rated DS games on the site's database. Japanese gaming magazine Famitsu awarded the games a composite score of 37 out of 40 based on 4 individual reviews, of which the ratings were 9, 10, 9, and 9. Holy crap, it's a Tentacruel! Man. Woof. Okay. Things got serious here. Did it already? Oh god. Toxic spikes. I better not switch out, that's for sure. Yeah. Gotta take them out quick because those toxic spikes, man, they will wreck you. Oh crap. I remember when Constrict, I think it was Constrict and Wrap, like in the first generation, man, they would screw you over. Like, moves like Wrap, you actually couldn't do anything while it was going, so it was pretty much cheap. He's got prune skin. Well, that's too bad for him now, isn't it? Oh, yeah, and it wouldn't let you switch out as well. Oh, wow, look at that whirlpool. That's different. It's not a little, like, sprite-sized whirlpool like it was in the first games. My god, that thing is gigantic. Alrighty then. So, fancy Goldeen. So here we go with more battling and more reading of the information. The reviewers praised the games for retaining much of the quality that drew them to the original Gold and Silver, like me. The only drawback mentioned was that the games brought no major surprises. Aww. Nintendo Power gave the games one of the highest scores, remarking on its gameplay replay value, though criticizing shortly about the no improvement in graphic animation for Pokemon sprites. Official Nintendo magazine stated that they were the best Pokemon games yet. Game Informer's Annette Gonzalez stated, even though the classic Pokemon formula still works as evidenced by HeartGold, I can't help but hope for a new Pokemon title that breaks some new ground. I wonder what she had to say about Pokemon Black and White, I have to say, because I've seen some very, very raving reviews about Black and White, and, you know, to the extent of people saying that they are indeed the best games of the series. Anyways, we got a fancy Sea King. That thing looks just so ugly. Look at the lips. What is with its lips? It's, ugh, no. It's got fish lips. Fish lips! And now Big Fat Bug's confused. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, we got him. We're good. We got him. Alright. And a level up for Big Fat Bug. Thank God. Big Fat Bug, you will never ever cease to amaze me. With your sonic boom. Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I win. Feeling proud. Now I just check out this whirlpool. That, I swear I can't get over how gigantic this thing is. Oh well. Anyway, so another trainer. Secrets of the World. I wonder what those secrets could be. Certainly it couldn't be some fancy legendary Pokemon that I have in my background of this video or anything. No, certainly not. Oh god, Eevee is in trouble. That's not good. I should have... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I actually forgot that he was sort of in trouble. But then I remembered when he came out. You know, see, that's what usually happens. Anyway, that was quick and simple. You've got great endurance. Wow, yeah, I get that a lot. Weird. Okay, so healing up Eevee. And while I'm doing that, read off a little bit more of this. IGN's Craig Harris said that the titles were like a gap filler to make the wait for a new Pokemon game just a bit more bearable. Or just a little more bearable. That's kind of rude. I mean, come on, what's up with that? Everybody's being so critical of the Pokemon series. God, quit it! Alright, I just wanted to see real quick where exactly I was going. Yeah, I was kind of lost. I was a little bit lost. I mean, I remember how the route goes, but it's kind of a big route, so I was actually looking for as many trainers as I could find. Yeah, there just has to be a secret. A cough, a Lugia, a cough. Alright, I made that a little too obvious. Alright, so a Quillfish, first Quillfish of the playthrough. I remember that story that one guy posted about a Quillfish wrecking his entire party, so I better be very careful about... Oh no, not rollout. Oh my god, that did too much damage. I just did reflect. Oh, that's usually not such a good idea because, like, it kind of happened in the back of my mind that Quillfish has poison point. Okay, I think it's time to switch out. You mad? Time to make this guy pay. Even though Gyarados is half flying himself, so that's kind of a problem when rollout comes crashing on through. Boom. Well, that was actually not as bad as it could have been. Let's see. Nail him with some Dragon Rage. Do some 40 HP. Man, this thing is getting serious. I'm telling you. Oh, crap. No. Why can't you miss already? Holy crap. Better take him out quick. ASAP before he does it again. Ugh. And once again, poison point. I didn't really think about it, did I? Oh, well, at least he didn't get poisoned, so that's always good. All right. Man, Quillfish, I swear. That guy was definitely not joking when he said that Quillfish, well, you know, the Quillfish that he faced was an absolute wrecking ball of doom. All right, so let's move on. Jim Sterling of Destructoid stated, while it is, at its core, the same game that you've played many years ago, it still manages to feel new and updated. It still manages to feel new, and the updated features bolster the original experience in a manner that never intrudes and only enhances. That's very poetic, I must say. Very, very interesting uses of words there. Very, very nice, Jim Sterling of Destructoid. I'm very, very impressed by your English language skills. First Horsey of the playthrough. This thing is disgustingly cute. Look at that. Look at its face. Now I think we know why Misty liked it so much. Because, well, it's disgustingly cute. This thing, though, evolves into one of the most badass Pokemon ever. Not Seadra, Kingdra. That thing is freaking insane. That thing will just... It'll neuter you. It'll neuter you. Neuter... Where was I? OneUp.com's Justin Haywald stated that HeartGold and SoulSilver is easily the best Pokemon game yet. VideoGamer.com reviewer Jameen Smith said, with HeartGold and SoulSilver, the Pokemon series has reached a point where it can't get any better. Wow, I want to see what every one of these people has to say about Black and White. Because anyway. So we're inches away from Cianwood City, but you know what? I wanted to keep on going, and Repel wore off. That means it's time to recast it. Yes, like it's some sort of fancy RPG or something. I'm casting skills, but in this case, it's an item. I mean, I just wanted to keep on going and find as many trainers as I possibly could. Like this lady, I think. Yes, I do look elegant. I get that a lot. Alrighty then, lady, what do you have? A Psyduck? Oh, for God's sake. Eurogamer's Keza McDonald gave the games a 9 out of 10, stating they combine everything that was best about the older Pokemon games, citing the Pokemon's designs and improved graphics and battle system. GamePro's McKinley Noble stated that it's clear that this is the perfect experience for both old school trainers and the newest generation of Pokemon fans. Rah, 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 rah. Okay, I think we're good. Game Zone's Cliff Bakehorn III. Okay. Said, there's not a doubt in my mind. Pokemon HeartGold and SoulSilver are the pinnacle of the entire series. And Nathan Munier of GameSpot gave the games one of their lower scores, criticizing them for a lack of innovation. Somebody's a Digimon fan. Alright, so another male swimmer trainer. If he's... No, it's not happening. You can just sit here. Swim here. Sit on the water and drown, mister. Oh, good. He's got 6 Pokemon, one of which is a Tentacool. This is looking up. I think Big Fat Bug should definitely destroy him and show him what for. Acid is like one of the most useless attacks ever. Oh god, here's a Remoraid, first one of the playthrough. Now this is the one that evolves into Octillery. I know I misspoke before about Quillfish evolving. It doesn't. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Remoraid using Psybeam, which is interesting. Another thing that I found was interesting was I actually learned that apparently Remoraid's body is shaped like a gun. I never got that out of its entire shape of its body. I mean, you know, when you look at it, you know, it kind of does, but wow, weird. Anywho's, alright, so we're speeding up again, because we got some already seen Pokemon. Now let's get back to those fancy shoutouts. Dalton KY08 says, my favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo. I know it's kind of cheap, but he is awesome. You know, I remember in Pokemon Yellow, Mewtwo looked so cool. I mean, especially considering how it looked in Red and Blue. Like, when you got Yellow and you looked at it, this thing was like, you know, like it's about to just destroy you. And as well, my friends, like, you know, I was the first one actually out of my friends to get Pokemon Yellow. And one of my friends was, like, so into it. He really liked how Yellow was. Even though it was pretty much exactly the same as Red and Blue, just with updated Pokemon sprites. He was so excited over it. I remember him, like, I was playing it at his house, and his mom came in, and he was like, Anthony, show her the game. And I was like, okay, well, here's the game. And he's like, you see this, Mom? This is the game that I want. Anyway, Uproar... Yeah, I don't really see the interest in it. I kind of, I looked it over, but then I wasn't interested. Pant, yeah, good luck with that, Too bad you don't have a Pokemon or something to swim on, or something, because I fainted them all, so it's kind of a problem, isn't it? Alright, so we're moving on down. There's actually two more trainers, I believe. Here's this guy. And, that same friend, also... I remember, like, I found a wild Haunter in the Lavender Town build. What was it? I can't remember. Oh, God, he's got a Gyarados! Ah! It's fine. It's fine. Citizen Zap. It's going to take him down. No problem. Thrash. Oh, good. No, I don't approve of that. No. That did way too much damage. More damage than it really should have. Oh. Come on! It's right there! How does he go first, anyway? No! Yes! Oh, thank God. Alright, I hate Thrash. It's like, why did my Gyarados get Thrash? Like, you have to have a Gyarados that's lower than level 20 to actually get Thrash. That's so dumb. Anyway, Citizen Zap, level 28. And another Gyarados. My God, I think it's time to switch out. Time to show him the power of my own Gyarados. His Gyarados are level 20. Well, mine's 26. We'll show him who's the boss Gyarados. Mine. Alright, Mr. the Gyarados guy. Come on, bring it on and show my Mr. the Gyarados guy what you're made of. Probably nothing, because you, sir, are a wimp. Dragon Rage, you. See, that's an attack that you plain just don't have. Yeah, you can thrash about all you want. Oh, he's biting. Good for him. Ha! You hardly hurt my Gyarados. Ha ha! So anyway, like I was saying, I found a wild Haunter, and my friend actually did not believe me. He was really so super surprised that you could find wild Haunter. Being the first of your friends to have, like, a game that everyone wants is so great. Alright. So we're gonna do a little switching with... Eevee. Okay. I guess I could have switched to Gyarados, but whatever. Anyway, we're going to take a short break here. not literally, to do a little bit of fishing. We're going to go and fish. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to use the good rod. And we're going to check out some Pokemon that are here. Wild battles and all that. Oh, here we go. All right, we landed one. Oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? A fancy Chinchou. Chinchou! First Chinchou of the playthrough. I remember like, with the case with Raikou, I would call this thing Chinchou. Chinchou. It's weird saying that out loud. I've not actually said that out loud before, I don't think. Chinchou. I remember I caught a Chinchou originally, and I nicknamed it Chincheck because, well, there was a thing that my friends and I used to have, like when we were younger, and you would chin check somebody, you would just tap them under the chin, and that was called a chin check. Wait a minute, what's this fanciness? I'm using a Pokeball on it. How strange is this? That's usually not what you do when you want to battle wild Pokemon for EXP. Oh, that's right, I want to actually catch one. Alrighty then, that was simple enough. Using a net ball and all. It's like hacks or something against water Pokemon, I'm telling you. Chinchou! Alrighty. Yeah, I liked Chinchou. I had, you know, one on my original Gold, as I just explained. Now, what am I going to nickname this fancy Chinchou? Not Chincheck, but I'm going to nickname it Blah. Blah. That's odd. Why would I name it Blah? Well, that's a fancy shout-out to a very awesome person. I'm sure that they're watching right now. And, yeah, so if they're watching, that one's totally for you. A Chinchou named Blah. Alrighty, then. So, now we got another trainer. Finally, this is actually the last one, thank God. Alright, so what does she have? A seal! Holy crap. Seal. I like Dugong. It's pretty awesome. I think it's one of the more underrated Pokemon, but at the same time, I don't think it's one of those Pokemon that has, you know, insanely good stats. Probably that's why it's underrated. Oh, well, Dugong still looks cool. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, then. I like how Seal, like, it's so weird how it learns ice moves, but it's not an actual ice type, unlike Dugong. Stop that. No, just, no. At least it's not getting stabbed from that. Anyway, let's see. What do we got else here? URL removed says, I can't say that I had a single best memory involving Pokemon because the entire original anime was filled with memories. I can safely say it is the greatest thing that inspired me growing up. I even gave a speech commemorating it in a public speaking class. Interesting. Just imagine that, speaking in front of an audience about Pokemon, like a video game that you really like. It kind of got to feel a bit awkward, at least. Now, what's this? I'm inches away from Cianwood City and there's no other trainers? Well, I just wanted to make absolutely sure, okay? Okay. So now we're finally in Cianwood City. Oh, and real quick, URL removed says, as for my favorite Pokemon, I'd go with Starmie. Can't go wrong with a Psychic, Thunderbolt, Surf, Ice Beam moveset. Not many Pokemon that it has trouble taking down. I have to agree. Starmie's pretty broken like that. Alright then. So Eevees, all nice and happy and relaxed. And that's it for this part of the SoulSilver playthrough. Join me in part 25, where we'll be exploring a bit more of Cianwood City and seeing what sort of mysteries may lie, as well as trying to get that fancy potion that we need for that Ampharos. That's sick. That's very, very tragic. See you all next time.